Nick Rutter from McKee's37.com. I'm excited to showcase an all-new wash video featuring our 32-ounce ceramic auto wash, which is a brand new size for one of our best-selling products, as well as an all-new product, fast gloss ceramic sealant. And what is behind me is the new family car. It's a brand new Toyota Camry SE model. It's this beautiful gray, and I bought a Corolla for myself last year, a Corolla hatchback SE, and it's been a great car, really comfortable. And I love the fact that Toyotas, well, they work. Every time you get in it, it starts up and there's no issues. So this Camry is a great car, and it's incredible the features that you get on a brand new car. This is an SE, so it's a mid-level. There's two trims above it, and this thing has like everything you could imagine. So let's get into it. I've got my hose and everything ready. I'm going to start my wheel and tire bucket. You always want to have a dedicated wheel and tire bucket. I always wash the wheels that are towards the back of the driveway so water goes that way. So when I wash the front wheels, I'm not getting wet from the water that runs down from here to there. So got my supplies here, and this is the real world. I'm not going to make anything fancy for the video. A lot of times I've seen YouTubers and detailing gurus try and make things perfect for their videos when in actuality, in the real world, they don't follow all those things meticulously. Kind of like these guys that film health and fitness and workout videos. So this is the real world. I always start off with a dedicated wheel and tire bucket. I take some auto wash and mix it in. It doesn't really matter which wash you choose. I choose the SiO2 auto wash because I love the way it smells, but any of our washes will work extremely well. So why don't you come on in and take a look at this. I've got 3 products I use every time I wash this Camry. Xtreme iron remover for the wheels. I normally wash this car every other weekend. And at that point, there's about 700 miles or so on the wheels. I like to use the iron remover because it just makes it really quick and easy. I've got a lot going on. Life's been really busy for me the last year and a half, so I really try and maximize my efficiency. And then for the tires, I've got our tire and rubber rejuvenator. This Camry has Bridgestones. They tend to turn brown after a couple days. This works well on that. And then, of course, to protect the wheels for instant gratification, Graphene. Spray on, rinse off coating. And then I have a couple different wheel woolies here, as well as our AutoForge detail brush and the low profile tire brush. And there's one more brush I gotta grab. You can stay there. Here, I use this for the face of the wheel. So my normal process, this car has not been driven, so the wheels are not hot. Never clean wheels that are hot to the touch because it makes the cleaner dry in the wheel. That's not good. I take it and I spray it on. It does not take a whole lot. Get the barrel, the lug nuts. I do like 1/3 of a spray for the lug nut holes. You don't need much. And whenever you're buying these products, these consumables, stuff that you're going to use frequently, just do yourself a favor and buy the gallon size refills and then refill from the gallon. You save a ton of money that way. So I got my bucket here, and normally my tools would be soaking for a minute beforehand, but I'm distracted by a camera and talking, so I'm not going to do that. So I have my larger wheel woolly here. This is part of the 3-piece kit. And this gets in and it cleans the barrel really well. You can see it really gets in there. These brushes are made in USA, really soft, really absorbent. Get in there, kind of shove it in here. I just do this quick and efficiently. This is not a show car, it's a daily driver. I'm not going to spend 45 minutes cleaning each wheel. And then I have the other size wheel woolly. This is the mid-size one. This gets in this area here, this area here, and then I'll use my short handle wheel and tire brush. This guy has nylon bristles, which you might be surprised because the wheel's black. But these bristles, I've never had an issue with them scratching, and they clean extremely well, and they do not hold on to brake dust, dirt, and road grime. And speaking of that, Xtreme iron remover, it's safe on all wheel finishes, and it does not smell bad. The lug nuts, Toyota emblem, valve stem around the rim here. I've been doing this for 15 years, and I talk to people on the phone every day. And so often people overly complicate this. Just keep it simple. All right, last but not least, for the tires, we have our tire and rubber rejuvenator. This removes the browning while leaving the tires looking great. Doesn't smell bad. In fact, it actually smells kind of good. Low profile tire brush. You can see it works right away. I take my large wheel woolly and I'll just get up in here. This vehicle has those silly carpeted fender liners, and I mean, they don't really look bad when they're dirty. So this does a good enough job. This is more along just for cleaning up here along this lip. Rinse everything off. I like to use a shower setting on my hose nozzle. So you can see here, I washed this car about 3 weeks ago. If I rinse it off, you notice that the wheels are still beating water, because that just showcases, even when using an iron remover, just how durable hydrographene is. It is a very, very robust formula. So I always like to apply more. Spray it on. I do 3 sprays. Rinse it off right away. Makes the wheels nice and shiny, keeps them cleaner in between washes, and nothing really sticks to them. Since I get my employee discount, I do a second coat. Boom. So I'm going to repeat that process on the other 3 wheels and tires. All right, so the wheels and tires are done. It's time to wash the body. And like I mentioned, we got a brand new size of my ceramic auto wash. Used to be a 16 ounce. Now the standard size is a 32 ounce. But like I always say, just buy a gallon. Car washes, wheel cleaners, tire cleaners, hydrographene. Buy the gallon. The only product that you don't necessarily need to buy the gallon for, unless you have like a fleet vehicle or a line of fleet vehicles, is our gloss tire gel, because that goes so far. Anyway, I start by filling up my wash bucket, my Carolina detailing cart. I love this cart because, as you can see, it's got tons of room for all my stuff. My camera person said, "Don't you want to clean that up before you film?" And I said, "No, this is the real world. Like everybody else, I load my cart full of stuff. That's one of the benefits of the cart." I filled up about 3/4 of the way, and this is pretty concentrated. I never measure out exactly, which horrifies some people, and frankly, I don't really care. Put it in there. That's about 1.5 ounces. That's about 3 ounces, which is a little on the heavy side, but I get a great discount. So then I use my grit guard insert to mix it up. This hits the bottom of the bucket. So you agitate your wash mitt against it after a panel. Dirt and grit is released, and the fins trap it so it doesn't swirl back up in the water. So I rinse the car off, and I've got a wash mitt here, a wash sponge. We sell nice ones at McKee's37.com, obviously. I've never been super picky with these. I just grab whatever's closest to me, just so long as it's not from like Walmart. There's a lot of great things to get from Walmart, but like wash mitts and drying towels, not a big fan. So, you know, we sell nice wash mitts, and other companies do as well. So, but lots of suds and lots of lubrication. This is more like a ceramic with some wash added instead of a wash with some ceramic. It is the real deal. So, got it loaded up there full of suds. And you always start from the top and work your way down. And look at that, look at the suds. Look at that, it's so slick. And I wish I could eat it, but it'd probably give me a stomachache. Yeah, most washes on the market, you know, when you buy cheap, it costs you more money. Most washes on the market, their formulations primarily consist of water, salt, which acts as a thickener, and some fragrance. So yeah, I mean, they may look like they're, you know, a good formula because they smell good and they're a pretty neon green, but they're actually detrimental to your skin. They're not exactly great for your paint. So I wash the rocker panels with this side. I know you guys in the comments box are waiting for me to screw up. I'm flipping it over. I don't want to make the headline news for being a hack. So I'm going to wash the rest of the Camry. All right, so this whole side of the car is washed. And for those of you with keen eyes, you might be going, well, wait a minute, you haven't rinsed the car off. Well, you're right, I haven't. All McKee's 37 auto washes, we don't use any phosphates or any garbage ingredients. You can wash the whole car, and if the soap dries, it's okay. Now, when you read the directions on the ceramic auto wash, you might go, wait a minute, Nick. It tells me to rinse it off right away. Well, that's because we live in a day and age where you know, people are eating Tide Pods and stuff. So I got to make sure that I cover the worst case scenario. But if you know what you're doing, you can wash the entire car and then rinse it off in one felt swoop. In some areas I'm washing multiple times because it's normally I don't talk when I wash the car. I actually normally listen to music or sermons as I wash the car. And, you know, washing the vehicle is therapeutic. Plus, it's a lot cheaper than therapy as well. All right, so time to rinse this guy off. So you can see that the ceramic auto wash, it promotes sheeting. You can see it there when I rinse the door. You watch there. So it's pretty cool how that works. It gets water off the car as quickly as possible, and it also gives UV protection as well. All right, so I got my 20 by 30 inch Glacier 1100. Normally I'd use the 30 by 50, but it's really dirty. New car, don't want to do it. I've got a lot of videos though showcasing that towel. You can see one pass. This dried the vehicle, or dried the panel. Very soft, very absorbent. A whopping 1100 GSM, or grams per square meter. And these towels are awesome. And I always start with the horizontal panels first. I throw it across. The 30 by 50 works better for this because it's so much bigger. But still, you can see one pass, boom, like that. It's finished. And this size is great because it's manageable. You can see I hold it with one hand. This is the Nick Rudder technique. Like this, boom, easy peasy. So I'm gonna finish drying the car. All right, so we're back. Car is dry. I did not wring out this towel one time, not once. Look at this. What an incredible towel. You get what you pay for. You buy a junk towel, you get junk results. You buy a high quality towel, you get the best results. And here's the deal is when you buy cheap, it costs you more money in the long run. So just buy the good stuff. Whether it's McKee's 37 or if it's another reputable company. So next up in my process, I will take this. I'm going to hang it on the mirror. I like to use my Mini Car Dryer Pro. And you might be surprised that I'm not using one of the top of the line, you know, $500, $600, $700 car dryers with 8 horsepower. I like this, for my application at least, a lot more. If I had a bigger shop, lots of cars, or if I washed multiple cars at a time, I would use the bigger one. But for this is more than adequate. So this is made in USA. It's like 1.3 horsepower. It's filtered. It sucks the air in. This is the intake. It's filtered. It's powder coated steel, has a soft rubber nozzle, very safe, very gentle, but also extremely effective. And this is made in USA. We partnered with Metrovac. They've been around for like 100 years. Awesome unit. So here's the front end. Those of you with the keen eye, you notice I didn't even bother drying it. What's the point? Because I'm going to use this. Look at the emblem here. That's it. Oh, I got a bug there. That's when I lick my thumb and I very gently scratch it off. Look at that. Bugs be gone. That works great on the wheels too. Watch this. Watch this. Door handle. All right, so I just finished blow drying it. I just take my towel now. Any of the spots that I blasted water out of, I just quickly go over. I don't spend a ton of time. All right, next up is I'm going to apply a new product, Fast Gloss Ceramic Sealant. This is magic in a bottle. This leaves the paint incredibly slick. It's compatible with all waxes, all sealants. Use it on paint, wheels, glass, chrome, plastic trim, the whole 9 yards. You want to apply it with a soft towel. I have one of my older Glacier drying towels here. You don't have to use this kind of towel, but if you want to, you can. Our Gold 360 works really well, but this towel was closest to me, and I like the size when I fold it in half like this. It's a great size for a bigger car, covers a lot of area. So what I do is I take it, I'll start in the hood to give you a demo. Doesn't take much. This is a big hood, so I'm going to do 4 sprays. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take my towel, work it in, and it pretty much melts into the paint. There is virtually nothing to buff off per se. And it smells so darn good. So since this towel is a thicker GSM, any excess residue it's absorbing anyway. So there's really, I mean, very little benefit in flipping it over. But wow, is that slick. Holy smokes. It is so, look at the towel glide across it. It is super slick. And that's just with 4 sprays. Move to the fender here. I'll show you this. Give me a, come on over here, camera person. Spray like that. Some got in the headlight. That's great because it'll protect the headlights as well. Look at that. Look at the flake pop sunlight. Oh my gosh. That's wonderful. And I'm just going to wipe the glass because I see some streaks from when my towel was wet. It'll seal the glass as well. No need to spray any separate on there. And now the glass is super slick. It's going to repel water and all that stuff. So I'm going to repeat this process, and I will see you at the very end for the wrap-up. All right, so it took me about, I don't know, whopping 6 or 7 minutes to coat the entire car with fast gloss ceramic sealant, and you can see how little I used. I mean, these bottles, when they're full, they're like maybe 1/4 of an inch above that, so a great value as well. A 22-ounce bottle, the standard size in the industry is 16 ounce, so you get 37% more product. Again, paint, wheels, glass, chrome, plastic trim. It's compatible with waxes, sealants, coatings. You can use it as a standalone form of paint protection. Very simple and easy to apply. And then for the wash, I used our new 32-ounce ceramic auto wash. Tons of suds, great fragrance. Again, these products, it smells like I'm on a cruise ship. You know, when you're eating lunch at one of the bars and you know you have all the different mixed drinks and the pineapples and the strawberries and all these great things. It's really nice. Smells awesome. So hey, for more information on these products, visit McKee's37.com. I'm going to pull the camera in. It's 6 o'clock here. The time change is great because now I can wash the car again after work. It's wonderful. So once again, take care, God bless, and shop McKee's37.com for all your car detailing needs. See ya.